The Amityville Horror, The House That Bled, Evil Location, 112. Ocean Avenue, Amityville, Long Island, New York, USA. Prologue, The Night of Blood, 1974. On the cold night of November 13th, 1974, in the quiet town of Amityville, Long Island, evil spilled across the walls of a beautiful Dutch colonial house located at 112 Ocean Avenue, a house that would become infamous in American history. Inside the house, 23-year-old Ronald Butch DeFeo Jr. calmly picked up a high-powered rifle and walked room to room, shooting his entire family, his father, mother, 2 brothers, and 2 sisters, as they slept. Not a single scream was heard. No one tried to run. Each body was found lying face down, as if they were silently resigned to death. The town was shaken. The DeFeo murders were splashed across headlines, and yet no one could explain the coldness behind Ronald's eyes. When questioned, Ronald claimed, "Voices told me to do it. They wouldn't stop until I obeyed." He was sentenced to life in prison, but the house and it was just beginning its reign of terror. The new family, 13 months later, December 1975. Just over a year after the murders, a newly married couple, George and Kathy Lutz, moved into the same house, unaware of the darkness they were about to inherit. With their 3 children in tow, they believed they were getting a good deal, a large house at a shockingly low price. The real estate agent told them what had happened there. They hesitated, but moved in anyway, and then the house woke up. Day 1 to day 28, a descent into hell. The Lutz family lived in the Amityville house for just 28 days. What they experienced has become one of the most chilling tales of real-life hauntings in the world. Day 1, George began waking up at 3:15 a.m. every single night, the exact time Ronald DeFeo committed the murders. Cold spots crept through the house, no matter how high the thermostat was turned. Day 4. George saw red, glowing eyes staring at him through the second-floor window. One of their daughters claimed they belonged to Jody, a pig-like creature with a demonic grin, who only she could see. Day 7, green slime oozed from the walls. Crosses turned upside down. The house reeked of death and rot, but only to some. It would appear and vanish without logic. Week 2. Kathy reported being levitated off the bed and thrown across the room. When she looked in the mirror, her face was wrinkled and distorted, aged like a corpse. George grew angry, paranoid, and obsessed with chopping firewood, like he was being drained by something unseen. Their youngest son's door would slam shut by itself, and he would scream in the night, claiming, "Jody is watching me from the window." The hidden room. While exploring the basement, the Lutzes discovered a hidden red room. It wasn't in any blueprints. It had no windows, smelled of blood, and their dog refused to go near it. Was this where the evil resided, or where it was born? The final night terror unleashed. On the 28th night, something snapped. George woke up drenched in sweat, hearing chanting echoing from inside the walls. Kathy screamed as unseen claws scratched her back, leaving bleeding welts. Furniture moved on its own. Doors banged and windows shattered inward. The children screamed that Jody was in their room, eyes glowing red. That night, they grabbed only the essentials, scooped up their children, and fled the house barefoot into the snow, leaving behind everything, their furniture, clothes, and food still on the dinner table. Aftermath, truth or terror tale, the Lutz family never returned. They contacted a priest, Father Mancuso, who came to bless the house. He reportedly heard a voice growl, "Get out." And he did, violently ill with blistered palms. Later, the Lutzes told their story to a writer, who helped publish the book. The Amityville Horror, year 1977, a bestseller that shocked the nation. Hollywood and the Haunted Legacy. The story inspired the 1979 film The Amityville Horror, followed by multiple sequels and reboots, including the 2005 remake starring Ryan Reynolds. Each film drew millions, but none matched the terror of the true story. Skepticism and questions over the years. Critics accused the Lutzes of fabricating the story for fame and money. Even DeFeo's defense lawyer said the Lutzes and he cooked up the story together. But the Lutz family stuck by their account until their deaths. Other residents who moved into 112 Ocean Avenue reported no activity, but the house's address has since been changed to keep away thrill seekers. Still, the question lingers, did the evil die? Or simply wait? Where did it happen? Location, 112 Ocean Avenue, Amityville, Long Island, New York, USA. Real murders occurred there in 1974. Reported haunting occurred December 1975. January 1976. House still stands, with changes made to its exterior and address.